Okay, so today we are diving into a really fascinating piece of real estate automation. The claim that it's basically a full-time digital receptionist. But here's the big question. Can a one-time investment of £2,500 really replace a salaried employee and totally flip the script on lead management? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down.
The entire game in real estate can pretty much boil down to this one brutal fact. We're talking about speed to lead. It's not just some nice little bonus, it is everything. Just think about it. Buyers are pinging multiple agents all at once. If you take even a few hours to reply that lead, it's probably already talking to someone else. The first person to get back to them almost always wins.
So that's the real multi-thousand-dollar question, isn't it? How on earth can you be the first one to respond every single time? Doesn't matter if it's 2 in the afternoon on a Tuesday or 2 in the morning on a Sunday. Well, the answer is all packed into the automation we're about to walk through. All right, let's talk numbers, because this is where the whole idea really starts to click. We need to stop thinking about this £2,500 price as just another software cost. Instead, think of it as a strategic move that straight up replaces a huge operational expense. First up, the cost itself. This isn't some monthly subscription that bleeds you dry. Nope. It's a one-time, upfront investment of £2,500. You buy it once, and that's it. It's yours, and it works for you pretty much forever. Now, let's look at the other side of the coin. What does this thing actually replace? Well, a full-time receptionist or an admin just handling leads can run you anywhere from $18,000 to $30,000 a year, every single year. When you put that recurring salary next to a single one-time fee, the difference is just staggering. And this slide just lays it all out perfectly. It's not even just about the salary, right? A person works, 8-hour days? This automation is on the clock 24/7. A person has to manually type everything into the CRM and then pull reports. The digital receptionist, it automates all of that instantly. So the return on investment here isn't just about money. It's about insane efficiency and never missing an opportunity. Okay, so we've covered the why this makes so much sense financially. Now let's get into the fun stuff, the how. What's the engine actually driving all these results? We're going to take a peek inside its 39-node architecture, and each node is just a fancy word for a specific step or decision point in the whole process. So before we look at the whole complex blueprint, let's just trace a lead's journey. It's actually pretty simple. A new lead comes in, either from WhatsApp or your website form. The system immediately checks if you've talked to this person before. If they're new, an AI jumps in to qualify them, gives them a score, and routes them based on how urgent they are. Then, boom, it's logged in your CRM, and all of this gets neatly compiled into a weekly report for you. It's logical, it's seamless, and it is unbelievably fast. And here it is, the brain of the whole operation. This is that full 39-node architecture. Now, I know it might look a little complicated, but we actually just walked through the core logic. You can see the leads coming in on the left, moving through that AI brain in the middle, and ending up perfectly sorted in your CRM on the right. Every single part of this has a purpose, and it's all designed to make sure there are absolutely no dead ends. This is what a truly robust automation looks like. Now, the absolute heart of the system is that AI qualification engine. It's the real magic here. See, it doesn't just see a new message, it actually understands it. The AI reads the message for intent, for budget, for time frame, and then it generates a lead score and a custom reply. And based on that score, it intelligently sends the lead down one of 3 tracks. Hot leads, they trigger an instant Slack alert to the whole team. Warm leads, they get a personal follow-up email sent to an agent. And cold leads, they're added to a long-term nurture list. So every single lead gets the perfect treatment instantly. Okay, so the first question anyone ever asks about automation is, yeah, but what happens when it breaks? And you know what? That is a totally valid concern. That's why this system was built from the ground up to address it, with a really comprehensive safety net. The claim is pretty bold, 100% error coverage. What that actually means is that every single point in the system where it has to rely on an external service, like an API, has a fallback plan. No lead is ever going to get lost in the digital void because of some random technical glitch. So let's look at what that really means in practice. Let's say the AI service fails for some reason. The whole system doesn't just crash and burn. Instead, it automatically labels the lead as warm, gives it a default score of 50, and flags it for a human to review. Or what if your database is down when it's checking for a duplicate? No problem. It just safely assumes the lead is new and passes it along. Nothing gets dropped. This isn't just automation, it's resilient automation.
So what happens when you combine that instant response time, the super smart routing, and this bulletproof reliability? Well, what's the ultimate result? It's really simple. You just never miss a lead again, period. This is the number that solves that core problem we talked about at the very beginning. A reply is sent to every single lead in under 3 seconds. You're not just the first to respond anymore, you're responding pretty much instantaneously.
Your new digital receptionist, it never sleeps, it never takes a vacation, and it definitely never calls in sick. It is out there, capturing and qualifying your leads around the clock.
And because of that built-in deduplication, your agents aren't going to be wasting their precious time chasing down leads that are already in your system. It keeps your CRM clean and makes sure your follow-ups are always on point. And this slide just wraps it all up so nicely. You've got an under 3-second response time, 100% error coverage, 0 duplicates getting through, 24/7 availability, and that intelligent 3-track routing. This is the whole package, a complete, tested, production-ready system designed to capture every single opportunity that comes your way. So if we had to put it all in one sentence, it's this. This is a single investment that gets you a permanent digital team member, one that works around the clock to instantly qualify, route, and log every single lead with perfect reliability. So, if you're ready to put this to work for your own agency, the Real Estate Lead Engine is available for purchase right now. You can find the direct link to get the entire system right there in the description provided with this explainer.